Hi there YouTubers, Charlie Tango 1 coming at you here with yet another video. I haven't done any for a long time, but this is basically just a I don't know whether to say it's an improvement or an update on it. I just decided to alter it a little bit because it's over to do with my slip lead and collars that I make, and I supply them to Chris Upton, and his clients, 9 out of 10, they might want one, so he's got one available if needs be. So I can send them anywhere that people might want. I've got some going to Ireland this weekend. Well, tomorrow morning. I don't ship at weekends. And I've had a couple going up to Scotland, one going up to Cumbria, all over. Anyway, the point is what I'm trying to make. Slurp of the tea. Got to have a slurp of the tea. I've been just before I go on to that, I've been trying to get a piping foot for these collars, because trying to get a flat foot to sit on top of something that's round is not easy. I can't even get a piping foot, so I ended up having to get, and I waited and waited, and because I've had a strong feedback and run on these, I decided perhaps I might have a go at making one. So what I've done is I've got a flat foot from my machine. This is what they are. They're flat, just an ordinary flat foot. And what I've done is I've brazed a bit of I've brazed some metal on the bottom on both of the feet. One's arched, as you can see, and the other one is I'll do it that way so you can see, and the other one's flat. So let's show you what I mean. So now when we come to stitching, let's get it so you can, as you would see it, it will sit on there like that. I don't know if you can see it. Let's get it up close. It sits on there like that, and this bottom piece here sits on the excess leather that I have before I trim back. So I'll trim it back to it's a 2.5 piece of leather I use, and then I'll trim it back once I've stitched it. I'm not rabbiting, I'm just I thought some of you might want to know that. Now what I've a little bit of feedback I got, and one in God knows how many, I've never known it to happen, but apparently it did. And a chap was doing it, and he was over in Grass at the time, and as you know, I send them out like this. Swivel trigger clip they are, that's what they're called, trigger clip. And apparently he reckons that something must have caught this, and it came unattached. It must have been some bracken or something like that. That would be the only thing that would cause it to do that, but I've only had one. Maybe one or two, I think it might have been, ever since I've been making them. So it's not a regular thing. It was just one of, and I think sometimes it's where people actually train their dog in those type of areas that cause that to happen. But hey, it does happen. We can't do everything 100% satisfaction. It never happens. There's always some little hiccup. So I've gone from this. The lead's the same. That's 8 foot long, and what I've done, I've gone to what they call a spring clip. Now this is a spring clip. Bear with me, I'm just going to get it up. That's a spring clip. I've been sending some of these out recently. Alright, but the drawback with these is no swivel. So, and I think one gentleman just notified me that when he turned the ring slightly, when it got turned to him, it managed to come out of there, and I thought, what? And so it was only one off, but no big deal. He said, you know, it was at least I see it. So what I've done, the little modification I've done for these spring clips, because once they're sprung on, they're on, like. But unfortunately, I've hunted high and low off my suppliers, and they don't do a swivel. So I've now gone on to that. I purchased that. There's a swivel for you. Now, for some reason, these are all plated. That bolt there, it will not come off. It is a bolt, but they're not normal. I'll show you. I will show you one to prove that they're not a bolt. Bear with me. I'm just going to jump up a minute. Oh, it's the old bones, you know. Where are we? There we go. That's it. Here they are. See that they're not a bolt. I'm going to do this so you can see. See, it's just I don't know how they do them, but I got two which had bolts on, but makes no difference. You won't bust that bolt anyway. I mean, very strong these are. If I went to a lighter one than that, in my opinion, it's too light. So the last thing you want is something like that busting with a dog that you value. You know, we've all got values on our dog, and you know, it's worth all the tea in China and everything else. So that's what I've decided to do with that one. I sent one down to Chris Upton as a guinea pig, like, you know. See how you get on with that. And he's very impressed. He says, best ever. Yeah, he says, I do like them. He says, yeah, he said, I do like them, right. So I can do the trigger ones, and I can do these more modification ones. If there's no preference, then I just send what I have. Sometimes I may be out of the trigger clips, and sometimes I may be out of the spring clips. So it's a question of bite it and see, you know, as to whether I've got them in stock. You know, otherwise, if you're adamant you want that particular type of clip, then obviously you might have to wait another extra couple of days, because I've got to get them from the supplier if I run out. But I try to keep my bare minimum. I mean, as I say, it's only a hobby, and I can't just stock all that stuff up. It's dead wood, and it's money I can really ill afford to just keep splashing out on. So anyway, that's the two leads that I've done. The collar, I'll say, is exactly the same, and get on there. And as I say, there's it's not cutbacks on quality at all. It's, in fact, it's an improvement. So I'll leave it at that, because I don't want the video too long. But they're still the same price. I charge Chris Upton. He's on once the first Wednesday of each month now. He's going to be doing a live feed, and I put my number up there. If any of you ever ask or anything like that, the number always goes up there, so it's not a problem. But if you're wanting to contact me, I won't write it. I'll tell it on here, and I'll do it slow so that you can get a pen and paper, whatever. So you can pause it while you go and get some. Right, I'll give you the number now, so you can pause now. It's a mobile that I do, and it's 077 13 09 09 29. I usually put it up on Chris's live feed as well, like, because someone always asks the question, where can I get these from? And I try to get it in there, like, so, you know, they've got to keep their eyes open and look at the feedback that Chris is getting as well, and that's where my name and number will come up, Charlie Tango 1. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. So thanks for your patience and listening to me rambling on. and on and on. Catch you all later on. Cheerio.